What a strange turn of events. It looks like Captain America got his friend back only to set him free. I'm sure it was for the best. I hope you're ready for the next episode. That guy in the red spandex is back. No, not Spider-Man. It's the Merc with the mouth, the Jabberjaws who loves chimichangas. That's right. Let's all say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Deadpool! Next on Marvel Future Avengers, it's Deadpool again. Catch the Future Avengers!
Hi everyone, my name is Efrain, and today we'll be checking out the Poly Voyager 4310 UC wireless headset. Being a virtual sales expert, I am excited to talk about my experience with the noise cancellation technology built in, the long wireless Bluetooth range, and also the built-in on-call indicator. So let's get right to it. So this comes in a small packaging. Let's take it out. Right here it comes with the Poly Voyager 4310 headset. We also have the wireless Bluetooth adapter. So if you need to connect it to your computer via the adapter, or you can also connect it via direct Bluetooth wireless. We also have the carrying bag, and then we also have the USB-A to USB Type-C cord. So you can also connect your headset via the USB Type-A to USB Type-C, or you can also charge it with that cord. So one of the features that I really like is the acoustic fence technology. As a virtual sales expert, I work around a busy and noisy environment. The dual microphones built in help block out noises and sounds based on where they're coming from. So my voice is close to the microphone, is inside the fence, and all the distractions outside of the microphone are blocked. One of my other favorite features is the long wireless Bluetooth range built in. I often need to get up and walk away from my desk. These headsets feature a built-in 164 feet or 50 meter Bluetooth range. So these
What is up, guys? All right, so following an exciting game, we got Northwestern Missouri, the reigning champs, going against UIU. Big John, what do you expect to see from this game?
Well, I expect a big run game here. We got two huge run game teams, big running quarterbacks, big running halfbacks, and a big O-line to back all of them up. Now, obviously, one O-line may seem a bit bigger than the other, but the other O-line from UIU has some heart behind him, and I think that UIU could possibly pull an upset tonight. What about you?
I think that we're in for an exciting one. We got a lot of talent tonight. We got Barry McCockiner on the field, who's a class act for sure. But we also got some other guys. Anderson's been looking good for UIU. They got a good run game. I mean, they got 3 running backs that they can put on the field and could start for any team in this league. But on Northwestern Missouri, I mean, they got Greg Cooper, they got Vince Young III, they got Folaroso, they got Malik Anderson, they got Zach Finney. I mean, they got some of the best players in the league, and they know how to use it. A mature staff that isn't here to play around and is here to come in, win games, take care of business, and leave. So I think it's going to be a good one again, but I see Northwestern Missouri taking it tonight.
I think it's going to come down to who wins the turnover margin. If you can force more 4-and-outs, if you can take more time off the clock on offense, but most of all, if you can force turnovers in key situations, you will win this game. And I think that's what Northwest Missouri State does. I think Barry McCockiner gets a bit shaken up towards the end, throws a couple bad picks, and Northwest Missouri State wins.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and pop on over to Team 1 and see what's going on with the Northwestern Missouri staff.
All right.
Coaches, how's it going? Kernsey, Cappy, y'all having a good night?
Yes, sir. How are y'all?
We're doing good. So, I'll go ahead and ask y'all the first question. How do y'all plan on getting Vince Young hot tonight?
Always a good question. We question that ourselves sometimes, but hey, Vince is a leader. He's a dog. He's going to come out and do what he needs to do to help us win, whether that's run the ball, throw the ball, and hell, he may even block a little bit tonight. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, how do you guys plan on stopping their QB, who can also run and throw? How do you plan on stopping him?
Do you, Cap?
Well, I mean, you go back down to the basics and tackle the motherfucker. That would kind of help out there a little bit. Obviously, we'll kind of take a look at what our defense is doesn't need to do. Try to make it uncomfortable a little bit, but we got to get there quick because he is fast and he can move around a bit based on what we've seen on tape. So just kind of throw a little bit of everything there tonight. We'll make our adjustments that we need to, and we'll play some solid defense per usual.
Great answer. Great answer. One last question for you guys, and it's about your run game, especially if Greg Cooper. The first game, he wasn't as good as he usually is, but the second game, he was a bit better. Now, this game, what do you guys plan on doing with him?
We're going to do what we always do. We're going to play in WMO football, and we're going to score as many points as we need to win.
All right, guys.
All right.
Well, best of luck to you guys tonight. And we're gonna venture on over to UIU now. Hey, Upper Iowa, how y'all doing tonight?
Oh, we're feeling pretty good. We're a full squad tonight, so it's
Good.
gonna feel good.
I'm glad to see y'all got a full staff in here tonight. So same question that I asked Northwestern Missouri, but different name, of course. How do you plan on warming up the class act himself, Barry McCockiner?
Barry McCockiner is not playing today.
Oh, for real?
Oh, that is a
Yep.
surprise.
Yep.
So what's the
Reinford is getting the start tonight.
Oh my
Alrighty.
goodness.
Is this due to an injury? Is this due to performance?
Nope. This would be due to just performance.
Wow.
All right. Well, I was about to ask you guys, what's the plan in this almost must-win game for you guys? But with this new quarterback change, I wonder how the players are feeling about this. Are they hyped up? Are they a bit weary? Like, what's the vibe in the locker room?
Locker room looks to be pretty good, honestly. I mean, Barry seems to be taking it well. He knows that he's been screwing up a little bit lately. But he's a team player. He's definitely a team player. But after everybody's seen what Didier was doing last game, I feel like the vibes are high, especially with this coaching staff too.
Hey, John, you mind if I take this one? Due to this
Yeah,
coaching change, I just have another question for their offense. For this. And so look, this is a major change at quarterback. However, y'all's running back room, y'all got a three-headed monster. Y'all got three guys that can be a starting running back for any team, as I said earlier. So, do you see yourselves, relying on those guys more tonight, or is it time for the backup to go in there and play like a starter?
I feel like it's gonna be the same as we've normally done it. It's always been a bit of a balance. Yeah, we've always had really great running backs. But especially with Barry coming in, we were like, maybe we should try and get into the more of a passing game. But now that he's kind of on the bench in a self-reflection, Didier can definitely throw the ball. So we're just gonna keep on a mixed match game a little bit. Throw some passes, throw in some runs, keep it light and breezy.
And as a defensive coordinator, as an old defensive coordinator, I have one last question. How do you guys plan on stopping Greg Cooper and their Wallem O-line tonight?
Well, I have a brand new scheme coming into this game. I'm just going to test things out. I didn't perform too well last game, and I want to reflect on that. So we'll see what I can do today. I mostly just want to send as much pressure as possible because stopping the run was our biggest problem last game. Our corners stepped up for the most part. So anything to stop the run, really.
I love that.
All right, boys. Best of luck to you tonight. John, we're gonna have to go back into Team 1 because we lost our broadcast channel.
I didn't.
Oh well, I did.
It's under the head. Wait, can you see it? It might be under. It's under team 2.
I do
I'll
not.
join it.
Will I just go back into team 1 so we can get this started? All right, guys. So as we get the channel situation sorted away, we're gonna go ahead and.
Hey, let's have some fun tonight, boys. This is the Kerns coming at you live. My tribute to the Boz and Boz Jr., who's here with us tonight for the game. Huge fan of the Boz. He was a bad man.
That's really weird.
Loved watching him play at OU and Seattle.
That is fine.
I have no doubt I'm going to love watching Junior rip it up for the Bearcats in the near future. Also with us tonight, we have Gabe Taylor and Thomas the Tank Engine. Shout out to the rest of the guys who are still undecided. Howell Hunter, Jalen Robinson IV, Hypnos Jesus Vento, Richard Porter, and Beef Wellington. Lastly, all of our early signees that we've already signed. Pat Tillman, Conor McGregor, LeBlickley Strapperson, Thicker the Kicker, and lastly, Bus McJibber. Who doesn't like a McJibber? Every single one of these guys is a dog. Now let's go take some heads off like the Boz used to do. The Kerns, over and out.
All right, that was the Kerns himself, number 44, and we're gonna start this game off with Upper Iowa kicking the ball off.
You might need a.
Yeah, gotcha.
Nope.
Give us 1 second for technical difficulties, guys.
It isn't a difficulty. I mean,
God damn it,
it's more of
John!
a-
Don't sell me out. Don't sell me out. All right, let's go. Who's ready for some late night RFCL football? You got David in the booth. You got John in the booth. You got some football. We got Upper Iowa. We got the defending champs. Let's see what happens tonight.
Looks like that Northwest or that Upper Iowa won the toss, decided to defer.
But
They got some win tonight.
especially when you're going against a team like Northwestern Missouri that isn't your play around.
Wow, how do you think of the uniform combo? By the way, it's gray on black. That's something you don't see often. Gray outs versus blackouts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These Northwestern Missouri uniforms are pretty hideous. And it's nothing against the great work that Gerald does, but when you're asked to make something like that, when you're asked to make something that is abhorrent, and you're an artist, then you make something that is very artistically abhorrent. Because that gray and green is two colors that do not deserve to be together. And Gerald, that is not your fault because you do amazing work.
Hey, Lake Erie, we have some gray outs too, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, I'm sorry, the gray and green combo, I just got no love for. Sorry, John.
As Greg Cooper takes it to 2nd and inches. Huge run there. Start off the game.
And, could that be the tail of the game? Is he going to be a guy that's going to average 10 yards a carry this game? Just keep the ball moving at the sticks or past the sticks all game.
Even if they do dominate the trenches, they still have to tackle Greg Cooper, which is the hard part usually.
Reading these numbers are an absolute nightmare, man. I'm gonna believe that looked like that was actually Fulleroso Ambulance number 21 there that took the carry, if I'm correct. Unless Cooper took.
I think it was Cooper for 4.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooper took it for 4 there. 14 yards on the first 2 plays of the game already. Keep this up and
tonight. Cope.
Yeah, no Cam's Caden. No telling what the stat line will be if they keep on running like this for Greg Cooper, though.
I know.
Wonder what UIU will do to stop it.
I know it could be one of those games where Northwestern Missouri just keeps on finding themselves in good positions, but I don't know. It's minus 1 yard run there, and Upper Iowa. That could be the play right there that tells them, okay, we can hang with them. It's time to start playing our brand of ball and do something.
Too bad that was Frank Alexander for minus 1 yard there. Greg Cooper somehow did not get the carry. Wonder why.
I know we haven't seen Cooper much tonight. That's why I'm surprised I'm seeing Polaroso ambulance out here. And I hope I'm
Wonder what this formation is. They have trips on the outside
And it's gonna
as
be
Vince
Vince
Young
Young
keeps it
third.
for 9 or 10 yards. What a great
And it's
run by Vince
third and
Young,
one.
man.
What do you do here? You rely on your run game that does everything for you, or you kind of stretch it out here to hit the play action and put their defense on their toes? Like you got better guys then.
I think it's a good time for play action, honestly, because they will 100% be thinking they may run it here, except knowing NWMO, they're probably going to run it here. Well, let's just see what they do.
And yeah,
And
you're right.
they run it straight up the gut.
And that's Greg Cooper. So Greg Cooper is number 21. Must have my numbers mixed up or something because I had Polaroso ambulance written down as 21. But we'll continue anyway because it looks like it is Cooper that is getting his carries after all. And trade for a receiver strong. There's a lot you can do with your running back in this formation. There's a lot of, zone runs. There's a lot of swing passes. There's a lot of different option opportunities. Even a lot of different unique routes that you have out of the trade for a running back. You think this is where they're going to kind of be based in this game, where they got the better guy, they got the best guy out there, so they're going to put him in the formation that gives them the best chances?
Well, somebody was on the ground there, but they finally stopped the run. Only 2 yards on the keeper for Vince Young.
And unless Vince Young changed his number, I think he might be hurt, as we see number 1 in that quarterback.
Yeah, no, he is number 1, except I think it might have just been him lying on top of a defender for no reason whatsoever besides just lying on him.
Well, I don't want to say they'll look the same, but I think that's Vince Young out there. As we got 2nd and 8, and it's going to be a 3rd and 1 after the 8-yard carry by Cooper. What do you think about Cooper?
Greg Cooper's on fire. He's already had around 25 yards today. On fire right now.
It's only been 4 carries too. I mean, if he keeps this up, Upper Iowa is going to have to find a way to match them offensively.
Who's Hermit? I think it's just another run here. Keep it simple. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's almost 30 yards on the day for Greg Cooper already, man. Isn't he just wonderful?
I mean, well, he's going to keep moving the ball forward for him. It's why, all the attention goes towards guys like him. It's why last game the attention went towards a guy, a dynamic freshman like Gage Black. I mean, there's guys in this league, that are high rated and will play good. And then there's guys like Greg Cooper who play out of their body. And those are guys that deserve focus in this league.
So the same weird formation that we see is spreads out the defense. And Greg Cooper is just beasting UIU right now, man. Holy cow.
Looks like UIU is going with some sort of retro sort of look in their uniforms tonight with the old 80s looking logo there.
Well, as I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. UIU's defense is definitely broke and needs some fixing against the run right now. I'm surprised that they're still staying in this 4-2-5 despite them, Northwest Missouri State, going in these heavy formations.
Yeah, the Cox, they need to step it up for sure right now.
As they get what they want with only a 1-yard rush from Greg Cooper, keeping it to 3rd and 1.
And look, that 4-2-5 look going up against that 31 personnel, having those 3 tight ends in there. I mean, that's pretty aggressive strategies by them, and it looked like it worked out. I think that was just them relying on their better players of their DBs, or them thinking that their front six at that point could handle the mismatch.
I wonder what they're going to do here. And it's a quarterback sneak for 3 whole yards. Wow. Not prepared for that one. Vince Young also has 15 yards. I think that's almost 50 rushing yards total already. And have they even passed the ball once yet?
I'm trying to think. Maybe once? Like, maybe, was it
No,
the
no.
screen?
No, they have not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, holy cow. I mean, they're just chewing out clock here. The first quarter's a couple plays away from being ended as Greg Cooper goes for another 4.
So I am so sorry
There.
that my mic is not good enough for you.
It is chaos on the defensive side
And look,
for UIU right
it
now.
was like Northwestern Missouri is just wanting to go to bed tonight because we're almost done with this first quarter, John.
Well, they're just dominating them in the trenches. Their O-line is no joke here. I think they have their O-line to thank here, even though Greg Cooper may be the star of it all. Always got to look at the guys in the trenches and give them thanks for it.
And look, that's only a 2-yard gain, but it's got to keep the ball moving, keep the clock moving, and they're still staying in
Will this
front
be
of the
the end of the
sticks, man.
first?
I mean, Upper Iowa's had one play where they stuffed them tonight so far, it seems like.
Yep, it was that 2nd and 1. Now, if it does go down to 4th and 1, what do you do here if you're Northwest Missouri State? Do you take the 3 or do you rely on your dominance? Because I do think they run it again here.
I honestly run an inside zone to Cooper.
Is that ends the first quarter,
and
it is a 4th and 2. It is decision time.
And I honestly think that Northwestern Missouri State, the way they've been running the ball, they can't make a wrong decision either way. But they're going to go with the field goal. It's the smart choice. It's a safe choice. It puts points on the board. I mean, how can you?
That is a huge stop for UIU.
It is. And if UIU can
although if it continues like this,
I might come back to fight Northwestern Missouri State because, to contradict myself, that might have not been a safe choice. I mean, they are moving the ball fine in the run game. And it was only Vince Young there that got 2-yard rushes. I mean, Greg Cooper was getting 8 yards a carry. I think that Cooper could have gotten the first down and then more for him.
Well, the scary thing about that drive is that you know that your drives are limited on offense now, and you're going to have to make the most out of this drive.
Yeah, let's see what
this might be your only possession.
Are they going to get a little frantic and try to force something, or are they just going to go back to their game plan and go and stick to what their original script was? Let's see, man.
I think they come out guns of fire, and they're in empty quads right now. I mean,
we could see the read
option. It might be a bit risky.
We still could see the motion read option here, but yeah,
it might be.
We're gonna see.
As Didier, not as fast as Barry, goes for only 4.
Didier Reinford. Okay, that's an interesting name, you know.
Oh, your mouse is on the screen.
Shoot.
There we go. Thank you, Monarch, for mentioning that. But as I was talking about in the pregame talk, one interception right here could probably change this entire game. You know, Northwest Missouri State runs out the half, and boom, you just wasted your only possession of the half, and now it's 10-0 at half. It's a wild pass there from Didier.
Is my mic sounding bad to you right now, John? Is it like
it is lagging out a bit. I don't know when, but it's just random. But most of the time, it's good though.
If I plugged in my headset, I'd have to go back into OBS and all that. So So
Yeah.
I apologize. I know it's probably driving you off the wall, Zell, because you mentioned it a couple times. But look,
Well,
it's
it's
just
3rd and 6. They're being forced to
what it
pass
is.
here in a bunch formation. Didier drops back, throws a out route for a 12-yard reception to Mark Walker.
Look, I
And it
think that
seems
he
to
might have
work.
been
They
looking
might get
for it.
him.
You know, I think that Upper Iowa really
Yeah.
is going to make an impact on this game, and let's see if they take an early lead like this, keeping the ball moving here.
Yeah, let's see what they do here. They can't get too hasty with it though, because remember, he's still early on in this game as he throws it into the stands. Don't want to stay in 5 wide for too long, obviously, because from what I've seen, my personal experience, pocket passer, too early in the game, you go into 5 wide. They get a bit of, pocket passers like him try and make plays that they can't make, and interception, boom, just like that.
I think I've been learning that lesson with George Weasley a little bit myself at UConn.
Ty Washington goes for only 2. Makes Greg Cooper look amazing. Another 3rd and 8 here. Forced to pass already thanks to the overthrow and first down.
And passing off the pistol, that's always an interesting tactic to me. I find that whenever you go into pistol and passing, you're not going to have a lot of time to get the ball off. Not as much as you do with a shotgun, and even not as much in the I formation, because you do take those deeper steps back under center in this game. Under pistol, you're just taking it at right there, and you're not going to step back much.
I think it's more
anyway,
ace.
as he's open, gets Daniel Johnson on the 24-yard reception.
I say they hurry up here, and that's exactly what they're doing before anybody can review that. And they're already in field goal range, man.
Now, and they do. It's going to be the run down the middle. Stuff. Ty Washington hasn't been able to get it off yet. Maybe they pick around their running back room, say, hey, someone else is up, They got a lot of talent on this roster in the running back room. Witzel can run the ball. O.J. Taylor can run the ball. They don't got to be afraid. They don't got to just keep it to Ty Washington. They got guys that are capable of moving the ball, and especially in the red zone, let's see what these guys are capable of. But it looks like it's going to be Ty Washington as it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Also, it looks like a wide receiver recruit, Hypnos Emblem, is in the chat right now. So he will be watching NWMO's really potent passing game tonight as they hit a pass for a first down to Nick Anderson. 1st and 10. They're running the hurry up. They want to get these drives as fast as possible, and that is a very smart strategy. It looks like they glitch play there. They didn't realize that the play was not what they expected.
Well, maybe call us the media circus and say that we're starting rumors or something, but you think since Upper Iowa, they are the home team, and we do see a recruit here in Hypnos Emblem, could this be an official visit to Upper Iowa by Hypnos Emblem, or do you think he's just in attendance to join the game tonight?
I don't know. That last play fell apart really weirdly, though. He's dropping back 2nd and 10. Oh, into the end zone. And, oh, my goodness. I mean, he had a guy wide open there. He just overthrew it.
Yeah, it's been an interesting drive for Upper Iowa. They've been converting, but it always hasn't been the prettiest first down every single time. So let's see if it's another one of those 3-down sets where they convert after a couple plays that just don't look that great and completely reversing that.
Do they run the ball here? Just so they don't give up the interception? No, they don't. They run a play action as it hits a hitch route and only for 7 yards.
All right.
I think you kick the
Dicks on
here.
the table. Do you kick it or do you go flat? Well, they're kicking it. So.
Yep. Though that wind, man, that wind is getting wild down here. It is running at 5 miles an hour. Obviously, there's been worse winds, but that's still pretty hard for kickers to kick against. Well, this one's probably going to go out the sticks. The wind carrying it. It doesn't even make it there. Wow.
So if you're
Takes it out to the
Missouri State,
25.
what do? You go back to your game plan, just keeping it a little hurried up though, and not let any more time go to Upper Iowa, and kind of just keep on punching it upfield, or you take a shot here and you take control of the field, then play your clock game.
I think if you're Northwest Missouri State, you stay to that clock game. Except you might want to get a bit of that pass game going, considering that clock game might take up too much clock and run out the half on accident if you're not too careful. You have 3 timeouts though, so
Yeah, they do. You know, they are defending champs, so let's have some faith in their clock management. But you never know. Mistakes happen all the time. It has gotten a little late. Got a little late start to this game, so they might be a little drowsy already. Who knows? Let's see.
although they got to be careful because they don't want that clock management working against them like it did in the Lake Erie game. They ran out the clock, but Lake Erie got that last second touchdown at half that actually propelled them for the win over them.
Well, it's great. Let's look at Greg Cooper. There's nothing for him there. Now clock stopped, and it's 3rd and 10 here. Looks like they're going for that 4 wide receiver look. What do you expect here?
They finally passed it.
You expecting some sort of
I think
corner
they
here?
passed it.
You expecting some sort of curl look? What do you think they're gonna get in terms of a concept here? 'Cause I feel like
I think they're looking for a. They're not going to try maybe like a slant, not something too long because you don't want your quarterback who hasn't really had that many throws this game already throwing these long balls. You want something that your wide receiver can take for the first down. As he throws the slant, but the wide receiver.
4th and 3. Upper Iowa might be putting themselves in a position to get a competitive game and get their first win of the season against the defending champs. Could be speaking too early.
They might be.
But let's keep
No,
going.
no. Being able to hang in with Northwest Missouri State at this point in the game is huge. Not
And
like
impressing a recruit like Hypnos Emblem, that's something, a win like this, that's a signature win. Something like that, I think, gather the interest of a recruit like that. I mean, this could be a game-changing night for Upper Iowa. But it's up to them, and they're in a position to change it. And let's see what they do as they bring the ball up to the 37-yard line on the left hash. 1:51, 3 timeouts. Let's see what you got, Upper Iowa.
that was so clutch by their defense there. Oh my goodness. Like getting them to a 4 and out is rare in this league. You don't see it very often with Northwest Missouri State the way they run the ball, except they just did it. So this could turn around Upper Iowa's whole season. Like these small plays in this game matter so much, especially when it's close like this.
And their line's gonna hold the pressure well. He's not gonna stay inside, but look, there's even a positive that's in there from Upper Iowa. I think that shows, hey, we could take some comfortability. Maybe we could start throwing to our talented running backs a little bit. Because our front 5 right now, they're picking up blitz, they're picking up rush fine. And they're picking up the rush fine again. And it's man. And see,
he
that
drops it. Wow.
And it sucks for Upper Iowa. They executed right up until the catch. And
now you gotta pass.
But look, 3rd down, besides that one play, besides one in the red zone, they've converted, I think, 2 or 3 other 3rd downs besides that. So I have faith that Upper Iowa can convert. Yeah, they're 2 and 3 on their 3rd down conversions. They've done it right so far. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to bring some guys over the middle.
Back.
They got him open there, and it's a 1st down. What did I say, John? This is a 3rd down team tonight.
And that's exactly what Northwest Missouri State needed to do last drive. Drop off that check down, let their wide receiver make the play as they run the hurry up, 5 wide. And another check down, ran for another 1st down. They are bombing their offensive checkdowns
And look, they're
or
starting to
defense
trust the running back
checkdowns.
to get out there and catch some passes. I mean, Upper Iowa is playing well past expectations right now. I can't wait to hear what these guys have to say in the booth for halftime, especially if they get in the end zone.
Well, Didier's doing his job. These past few seasons, when they've put Didier in, he just hasn't done his job. And now the run game's getting going with Ty Washington for 10 yards.
3 straight first downs.
1 minute.
Upper Iowa is shocking Northwestern Missouri right now. I mean, there's no way about it.
They were on that one, though their defense does seem to be a bit shaken right now.
And could we see a transfer announcement from Barry McCockner following this game? Getting benched, unless he's a senior.
No, he is a junior, I believe.
Yeah.
He joined season 2 as a recruit.
He's gotten benched. Didier's looking better so far.
Didier is looking amazing right now.
If
this
keeps up,
check down.
Does Barry stay, or does Barry move on up and try going somewhere that has a senior quarterback? Go somewhere like Georgetown that's having quarterback drama with Abba Youssef, and he's a senior anyway.
Abba is a junior, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a season 2 recruit as well. I remember recruiting them. It was the worst thing in the world. Because recruiting was like a whole month. Is there in a normal formation here?
Fucking die. We're on 3rd and 6.
My eyes are on Anderson. Where are your eyes?
My eyes are on that tight end there. I see the skies. I think he's going to get an open route for him. And
as
looks like
none of them got
some happy feet there. It's 4th and 15. Where are
run out the clock?
Are they?
They're around. I think they're in field goal range, around the 30, 35.
Yeah,
it's makeable.
It's a kick out in the middle,
Depends on their kicker, but I would go for this if you can't kick it personally. I mean, your quarterback's warm. He can throw these.
Look,
he's ready to throw these.
Because you know you're going to be passing it. So why risk the interception against the more talented defense? They're going to be playing pass.
Well, if it's not an interception, it's a 4th down conversion, and they only have 32 seconds to score, and their quarterback.
The reason I'm saying that is they get the ball first at half. So if they took the points here, get the ball back at half, score, they're up 2 possessions. And
I think it's just a situation of knowing your team.
I think they're trusting their team. They're putting it all on the table here, and you can't blame a team for doing that, especially when they're in this situation.
He throws it. End zone.
I was worried. I was still worried. I cursed them for a second.
It's all good. Yeah, no, but end zone. What clamps, man? Like, that is amazing coverage by NWMOs. Now they're on offense. 26 seconds left in the half. What they do here? They finally passing game going. It's a 3-yard rush by Greg Cooper again.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to let the half run out.
Unless they do something goofy here, like run forward or something like that. But I think Upper Iowa's going to be smart here and play it right and deep. But
they do?
That would have been something. That would have been something that Devin Williams, safety, caught up to it. That was a hell of a risk there.
We watching that. It looks like there was a guy streaking up the line on the end there, so I think he just threw it to the wrong guy. I say do it again.
We're gonna go. We'll be popping over to Upper Iowa to begin halftime.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what their secret is on defense so far.
I don't know if we're gonna give away too much. And that's going to be halftime as Vince Young rushes it in. Get over having to see this, people. Ooh, there we go. All right, and we're going to be going over to Upper Iowa. Guys, what's up? What a half, guys. I mean, look, we came in, having a little doubts about, or, John didn't have doubts, but I had a little doubts. I came in saying, I think Northwestern Missouri is going to win this game. However, the score is 3-3, but it's not playing like a 3-3 game. You guys are in control of this game. You guys get the ball first in this half. How do you not get too confident, stay grounded, and stay to what's working?
I'll let one of you two answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to offense, I think Reinford's playing really well right now. We've just had a few dropped passes on some conversions, but other than that, I mean, Reinford's doing great. I think he's definitely warming up, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the second half. And then other than that, I mean, we just got to maybe get a little bit more on the ground going, and then see where it goes from there.
That's a great answer. As you guys saw, you guys had very limited possessions there. How do you guys plan on getting more possessions in this next half against Northwest Missouri State's chewing offense? They run out all that clock.
I'm trying to force them to pass the ball now by just stopping that run, which to an extent, on their second drive, I was stopping them, but I'm just trying to force them to pass the ball from now on.
Yeah, you've done a great job doing that these past two drives as well. I mean, their quarterback is clearly unprepared to throw that ball. Y'all's clearly is, and that might be the difference in this game.
Well, guys, best of luck to y'all to this second half. Let's keep the excitement up, and let's see how this goes and see y'all after the game.
Yep.
All right, guys. Y'all came in as the favorites today. So far, things aren't going 100% right as the defending national champions. Y'all kind of, how my team was this week, how we were feeling at halftime, We're 1-1. We're not doing good in this game where we're the favorites and we should be winning. So, how do y'all respond? How do y'all go into this half and make sure that your guys are well suited to put the ball in the end zone and stop them from moving the ball like they have been?
We're good. This is what we do. We play close games and we win close games. I have no doubt that this one will be the same.
Well, I have a question for you, Kernsey. Right now, Vince Young is clearly rattled and unprepared to throw, but he is really ready to take off running. How do you plan to get him ready to throw this halftime?
I mean, if he doesn't need to throw, he's not going to. And right now, he doesn't need to. So we'll see what happens. And if they make us throw, we'll do what we have to do.
And Cappy, question for you. Thank you, by the way, Currency. But Cappy, question for you. That was a surprising change for them not to play Barry McCockiner tonight. He was, who we all expected going in to be playing, and right in that interview, their OC said, "Nah, he ain't playing." And on top of that, their O line, he's picking up. They're picking up your blitzes well. They're picking up your D line well. There's only been a couple times where we've gotten back there, but besides those select plays, I mean, y'all have been held up pretty well in y'all's pass rush.
Is he looking at?
How do you change what's going on with that? Do you get more aggressive with the blitz, or do you change up your front's on the defensive line a little bit?
I mean, we got in there for a sack, so that's great for my D line. That just means our coverage is running really well. They did this last year, and their quarterback tore us up, so we're being kind of conservative. So, of course, we want to get in there and get some pressure and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I'm going to let the D-line do their thing. The DBs will do their thing. The linebackers will do their thing. We're holding up the run game pretty well. I honestly am pretty pleased with how the passing game is going. They're getting some dots. They're getting some nice passes, and that's just who their quarterback is, but I'm not going to sit there and sweat because we don't have 18 sacks and 3 picks in the first half. We're a slow process game. You take a look at the scores. That's how it's going to be today. So somebody's going to get a turnover, and I'm going to probably conclude that whoever gets that turnover is going to win this ball game. So we need to get that turnover, and we need to get it quickly.
All right, guys. Well, what an exciting night of RFCL football it's been so far. Let's finish it off with a good half of football. Best of luck to you guys. See you in team.
Thank you.
Hate it.
All right, guys, we're back with Northwestern Missouri kicking off. They're confident. They're saying we play close games. We do close games. That's what we do. We're going to win it. Upper Iowa, though, is showing otherwise and acting like the team in control. Let's see what happens, John.
Yeah, well, let's see. Say kick it off.
And it's going to be Tyler Wenzel bringing it up. We haven't seen Wenzel much tonight. We haven't seen his name pop up on the board, really outside of special teams. But
I can't see the game, by the way.
Oh,
The stream delay isn't even that bad, though. I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, it's like maybe 3 seconds.
Stream can get over seeing my Discord for a second.
They can.
They can build a damn bridge and get over it. All right.
So.
See, it's before the play even started, so
Thank you so much.
All's well ends well.
So interception,
Oh
and it's going for a pick six, and that is the game-changing play that we've been waiting for.
Oh my God! What a way to make a statement.
Didier Reinfurt, the touchdown pass they were talking about, but just to the other team.
That is late night RFCL right there.
Wow, what a start to the half by NWMO. And that's really what they wanted to do. Yes, T-Man, I am commentating. As Gerald fires everyone.
We walk out mid-game. Gerald. Everybody was busy today that could set me up with this. I went on all this with kind of a whim, and I've been doing my best, okay? It's John and Beaver, Gerald.
You know what? Just for that, we could all mispronounce his name to Gerald instead of Gerald.
Caleb.
Comes right back with another pass. I mean, he hasn't made up for it yet, but coming out there throwing a slant, pretty impressive. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if responds well, and they have been so far, but they still haven't crossed their side of the field, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves either. But they're still going to remain in the pistol ace look. 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Northwestern Missouri playing that coverage off a little bit, but it's not going to matter because they get in their backfield, and this could be the part of the game where they start to take over.
Yeah, and they're starting to recognize these runs now. Can't do the same play twice against them. They will recognize that play and defend it really well the second time. Really need to switch up your play calling, especially against great defenses like Northwest Missouri State.
And they're going to remain in the pistol look, still remain in the pistol ace, this time with the slot look. And let's see if they switch something up here.
And
they hit
it's a pass.
Gets it to the 50-yard line.
Nick Anderson.
Not to be confused with the guy that can't shoot a free throw that used to play before the Orlando Magic, but the receiver Nick Anderson with a 17-yard reception, bringing it to the middle of their field. John, this Upper Iowa team, it's just. Do you think the style of play that they've been playing tonight's going to hold up? It's just they're all over the place on offense,
Yeah, can't really get a read on them right now. But I mean, if a defensive guy can't get a read on you, then that's a compliment, I guess.
Yeah, and look, I challenged their D line at halftime, and They're already making a statement, getting a sack for a negative 7-yard loss. 2nd and 17. See, Upper Iowa was just in this position 3 plays ago, and they got a 17-yard gain. So, are they in a bad position, or are they going to be just fine? Like, on paper, yeah, they're in a bad position, but John, like, what do you think? I'm at a loss here.
Well, this is like the second time they've gotten to 2nd and 17. I'd expect the same result here, where they complete a pass, and that's exactly what happens. They get a large pass play, get it to 3rd and short, or shorter. So now it's a bit more easier.
It's 3rd and 5 now. They're past midfield. There's 12 minutes left in this game. Don't look at the quarters. Look at the time left. There's 12 minutes left. This is 4-down territory, I believe. Unless I'm just getting ahead of myself.
And it's a drag route into a 4th and inches.
Situation where I would go for it.
You have to go for this, yes.
Especially
Especially with their offense. Okay, you never know when you're going to get the ball back.
They're sane. Okay, thank God.
I think it's a quarterback sneak here. What do you think? They might try something different, but I don't know.
Sneak's gotten stuffed a lot this year.
Depends on that push behind it and the push.
Got it.
You get a push and they get it.
They got it.
Great job by the O-line there, really pushing it. Just the really just big D-line of Northwest Missouri State back. That's really impressive there, and I don't think the O-line gets enough credit.
I mean,
they're really fighting off tonight.
They're fighting hard, and yeah, they've blown a couple plays, but they've also given this offense a lot of plays too. And look, I don't know if I keep running these gap runs against Northwestern Missouri. Like these dives, these powers, these GT moves, like y'all just don't have the athletic line to hold up with it. If you're gonna with the line disadvantage, I would kind of stay out of zone. Kind of like how we saw Montana do against App State when they were mismatched. They ran a lot of zone. Cool. We saw some trap, but they kept it easy for the running backs when they gave it to them, and kept it easy for the line. I mean, these gap schemes, I don't know if they have the talent for it.
Oh, I don't know either, but another throw, and they had a really pretty wide open guy there, some space, maybe for about 5 yards, but they were able to get it to 3rd and short, but now it's 3rd and long. What do you think they do here? You think they get it to 3rd and short just to go for it again?
Look, honestly, like if I could throw real money down, I'd bet on to get the first down here. Like I'd throw like $30 on that at the very least. Like
I wonder what play they call here, and it's bunch 5 wide.
They really like their flash look,
What confuses defenses? It's they drop it.
4th and 15.
That is a huge drop right there.
All for nothing. And
with the way your defense is playing, do you consider going for this, or is this a no-brainer?
Look, the only touchdown of the game was given up by your offense. They held Northwestern Missouri to a 3-and-out or 2. If Northwestern Missouri meets them in that quarter, or meets them in a defensive look, okay, they're going to get returned.
Honestly, I've seen this only a couple times before, but I think this is one of the situations where you take your QB, put him in at punter, just because the QB doesn't have that leg of the punter. You can almost guarantee that it won't go out the back of the end zone. But honestly, they might not remember to do that.
That's actually not a crazy idea.
First used by Georgetown, I think. Me and Orpheus used it in a scrim while we were there, and we kind of just shoved it down our pockets, and then as soon as we both leave, they finally use it. Or I think when I left, I think Orpheus was still there. But I'm watching and I'm like, Oh my goodness, they finally used it, but they just pumped the ball out the back of the end zone here.
That was Georgetown.
The what?
Is that where you was that your first team you coached at Georgetown?
Yes.
Same.
They were originally
I was at
FAU
for like 2 weeks. Trigger's a cute guy, isn't he?
Best my favorite coach in this league. I love Trigger. He's really helped me get used to this league, get really in the vibe of it, and I don't think I'd be here without him, honestly.
I know. I got special love for Trigger. He was a cool guy. You know, if I just got offered the OC role, so I was like, fuck yeah, I have to take that over AC. And also
Yeah.
Bars too. Bars, my boy Bars, my boy fucking Big Daddy, my boy Skeet LaFrance. Dude, we're a fucking like.
Whoa.
We get along so well at UConn. It's a fun time. But yeah, let's see.
Well, it sounds like fun over there, but I mean, Lake Erie, we're partying over here every night, man. I mean, we're teaching defenses to kill people, but I wonder what UIU is going to do here, because they're definitely going to need to be prepared to kill someone if they want to beat this team.
And they stopped Greg Cooper in front of the chains, and they put themselves in position again for another 3 and out. Short yardage situation in Northwestern Missouri. Things have been weird this game.
Very weird game.
You go safe. You go like a fullback dive here. You go halfback guy.
Yes.
Just something simple.
100%. You don't need to get your passing game going here, and I think they will run it because of what Kernsey said in the interview. If they don't need to get their passing game going, they won't do it. So it's just an easy run here for the first down,
and
they somehow get there.
And they got to be careful with Vince Young. You know, if he's going to get hit stick like that, if their backers are going to be hitting him like that, there could be a fumble brewing.
Holy moly. Yeah, that was a big hit that QB took there. And if we remember correctly, App State did fumble in the goal line doing a QB sneak. That was pretty tough. I think they're just going to run it again here, though. And, oh, wow. It's like Alexander, Frank, or no, it's just Greg Cooper. I don't know, it's Frank Alexander, actually. He's 23. In that formation, they got a different running back, it looks like.
I mean, look, Cooper's a great running back and all, but he's still human. He's still going to need a little bit of rest. And with the way Northwestern Missouri is moving the ball right now, they might want to hold on to the ball for the rest of the game and, you know, just get that.
Well, they might do it.
Just get that 2 possession lead, however they get it.
If you're Upper Iowa, you might not even get a drive. Like, you might not have a single drive left, and they've rushed for 100 yards this game. For another huge run from Greg Cooper.
You think the 4-2-5 is what they need to stay in, or it's time to make an adjustment for them?
Well, Sneak doesn't think they need to make an adjustment. But I think they need to change something. I mean, they either need to be – I mean, heck, they need a lot of guys in that box right now if they want to stop this run. And they need guys coming from every angle they can possibly get.
Yeah, they're saying they don't need to
be
change it
dominating
right
you like
now.
this.
I mean, right there, they are stopping Cooper in front of the chains, but let's see how it keeps going for him.
This is getting a bit scary if I'm Upper Iowa. I mean, you're just letting them run on you. You can't. That's the worst position you can be in. And one more play, and the third quarter is already over.
And wow,
Vince Young takes it.
On the
big hit.
And it's going to be 32. Look, Upper Iowa.
This is do or die.
Here. You're in a position right now to make a stop and put yourselves back in this game. It's another chance for you on 3rd down. You got to get off the field. You got to stay. And that's
I think they're going to bring
defining story of a lot of tonight's games. You know, a lot of teams, you know, have been driven to 3rd down and just can't get their defense off the field. But let's see how it goes.
Goal line. I think they're just going to bring a quarter to the end, though. They wanted to see what they ran out in. And it looks like that they're not going to run this play. We're going 4. 4's up, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the fourth quarter. Oh, my God. Close game, though. How do you think this game has been so far? You think it's met expectations?
I think it's been an exciting game so far. Hopefully, hopefully you're right, Chase. I hope that y'all get it together and make it an exciting end for this game. I really do. And it's third down. Let's see what y'all can do here. I'm excited, man. Y'all have been playing a hell of a game. Don't think I've been disrespecting you because it's not. I think y'all been playing a hell of a game, man.
And this play is huge, and he breaks free, but they get him out of bounds, so the clock I don't think will stop. Or nope.
Since he was hit out of bounds, it depends how they gauge forward progress.
Yeah,
They gave him forward progress before he was out of bounds, so I think that's why the clock's moving. But yeah.
That is just a huge win for Northwest Missouri State. Possibility to
Young is
take it
still
up by
taking
2
some
scores
shots.
here.
Anytime Young's running the ball, he's taking shots, and I think Upper Iowa can find a way to maybe force a fumble or turnover that way. But look, they're just going to keep giving it to Cooper, keep giving it to Alexander, and I think they're going to
running it down the road.
position.
They are definitely in a position to run away with this game here, especially with how they're just running down the clock right now. It is. You want to show faith in your coaches, but it is getting a bit scary here. And if you're Upper Iowa, you definitely don't want to lose this game and go to 0-3 because that is a very, very hard hole to climb out of. Another stop, though. That was a pretty big stop, eh? One of their best ones all day.
If they can stop Northwestern Missouri at 3 points, they keep themselves in this game more than they do with a touchdown, and that's obvious. That's speaking obviously, of course, but I think that a touchdown brings this game into overtime, and that's a scary situation for Upper Iowa, in my opinion. But
if you're for Upper Iowa, I mean,
if
they did turn.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, they did turn on aggressive strip. I mean, they look like they've been trying to strip this ball here. Could we see a fumble? I don't think so, but
maybe
they're banking on it.
If they hold them to a field goal here, then that gives them time to score. Gives them, even if they don't get the onside and stop them, that gives them time to take this game. But
and that's another big decision. The onside. I mean, you have 3 timeouts, but are you really going to get the ball back if you have 3 timeouts still? They go goal line on 3rd and 9.
I mean, they're going out. If they're matching that strong guy with the goal line look.
I mean, that is seeming smart as they run the ball. Stuffed.
Down, it's 4th and 7, and Northwestern Missouri State would have to be out of their minds to go for it here.
Yeah, I don't think they do, but I think there's a chance that Upper Iowa sparks something in their team right here. We see the first field goal block? I don't think so.
And look, the Bronco has been going crazy tonight. He's been showing it off for Western Michigan. He's saying, look, the Broncos are still here in spirit, are still here to show some love. But and that's going to be a simple field goal. Upper Iowa is now in a position where they got to move, and they got to move fast. But the question is, what's too fast and what's too conservative here?
Whoa, apparently they have conservative catch on right now. I don't even think it matters because they've thrown the ball like twice, but still. I mean, That is pretty bad if they have it on, but
Ooh. Conservative catch.
it's not like that they're throwing anyways. Yes, it has been banned since season 1. I'm pretty sure it's been banned since season 1, Mr. Former Coach.
Y'all would know better than me. This is a little past my wheelhouse. But we go back
they're going
into
5 wide here.
Again. Oh my
goodness. I think this is another pick 6, and this is a very hard deficit to get out of.
Hey guys, I'm going to hop in for a second to clarify some things. Conservative catch and aggressive catch has been legal since the beginning of the season. If everyone's paying attention, we made it legal at the beginning of this season.
Well, great clarification there. I did not. I mean, I have been paying attention, but maybe not. Maybe I just slept a bit one day. They're going to kick the extra point here, and Upper Iowa is going to need a miracle to come back.
Yeah. Speaking honestly, I don't know if changing conservative catches was the difference in this game. Western Missouri, they 2 pick sixes. I mean, it's hard to work around that.
They might need a kickoff return here, but they're not going to get that. Their QB is shaking up. I wonder what their vibe is right now.
You put Barry back in the game, or you keep rocking with the backup. You know, this is his first game ever. He's kind of playing like a deer in the headlights at this point. You go out there and let him just let loose and play loose, and that's what they're going to do. They're not putting Barry in. I don't know about this one. But look,
very nice throw.
So I've been wrong a lot of times tonight, John, and that was another one.
He's on and off. There's really no predicting this QB right now as they go at an ace. And he throws it instantly.
That looked interesting. He had the open field if that ball hit.
Still looked a bit scary though.
Yeah.
Not enough separation. And they're going at a normal again. Anderson, once again, Nick Anderson should be the wide receiver we are all watching here. And wow. He came in booming there.
Man, this is a brutal ending so far for Upper Iowa. And looks like Kearnsey's Snack Talk pregame might have been well backed.
Yeah, it's a second half collapse for Upper Iowa. And now you're the sack.
It's a shame too because they were playing like the better team that first half, and it just seems like
100%.
that rattled them, and nothing's gone right for them.
And I think it's just now it's gonna be 4th and 6, but it's just one of those things, they're one of those hard teams to hang with. Like, you got to hang with them for 60 minutes, or what is it, 24 minutes in this league or something. But yeah, 28. I mean, you're gonna need a well-conditioned team. You're gonna need be locked in the whole time, and it's really hard because one mental mistake from the QB, and all of that's gone.
Upper Iowa was talking about rules violations, but aren't you not allowed to audible their formation more than once, or did they audible back to their base?
I think they audibled. No, they did it twice. It doesn't really matter though, as he gets sacked for 9 yards.
Oh my! They're down 17. For the love of God, why did I say anything?
I do think
that's not for me to care about. That really isn't.
This is when you wish you had replay, man.
This is what this really isn't anything for me to care about at all.
Well, it
There we
is for
go.
the commissioner. So
Yeah.
another time where they've gone from second and long to third and manageable.
Let's see what they
Running
do
the hurry
here.
up here.
They're just playing loose at this point, you know. And
Isaiah, if you could believe the VC. See, throws it. Interception.
Lord, and that's the
Well,
ball
now-
game.
Now you really need a miracle.
Not the best debut, you know. You come in to change things. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Had a good first half. Had a couple good drives to Harper win, but at the end of the day, I mean, you got to execute for all 4 quarters, and I don't know. Maybe
I'm
we might see
wondering.
the quarterback switch back at Uprisal or not. That's for us to find out after this game.
I think he was just there to give Barry a week break because, I mean, if that talent Barry has, I doubt he's out for the season. You know, sometimes you just gotta give your players a rest after a bad performance. Tell them, hey man, like you need to just take a look back. You know, like look at the wider picture here, and you know, give them that week off. And I've seen teams do that before, and it's worked out for them. But it looks like that they're just taking a loss in the process, and if they can win out with Barry on his A game, it's you know, very, very. How do I put this? Very good risk to take. But I feel like that it's the only thing that they got going for them right now. Especially starting off seemingly 0-3 as they're not calling timeouts. First down should end it.
I mean, it's 11 at night on the East Coast. It's starting to get late. Game's over. Just let it die, and it looks like that's what they're going to do here. You know, I'd be shocked if the Upper Iowa called a timeout here. I'd be surprised, and would probably just cut to interviews early because the game's fucking over. But
yeah, let's cut the interviews, man. Let's
get back to last place since we're here. But
I mean, yeah, you never know. They get the first down, and that'll do it.
Yeah,
let's head to the winning team, Northwest Missouri State. Congratulate them on their hard-fought win.
Absolutely. Let's get over to those boys over there. Guys, congratulations. Y'all turned it around big time. Currency, you said y'all played close games, and while we were expecting a little closer, a little bit more excitement, y'all still took care of it, and y'all started at half off great with that pick 6. What was the changes y'all made on defense to produce such different results and such dominating results?
Cappy called it at halftime. He told y'all what was going to happen. He said, we're going to start out hot. We're going to get a turnover and a quick one, and the game is over. That's what happened.
Perfect.
That was perfect. Perfect execution from you guys. And this is a huge win. I mean, you guys just sent Upper Iowa spiraling, and you guys may have just bounced the opposite way and are probably going to sneak back into that top 3. If I would not be surprised that happened with UCA losing. So congratulations on the big win. Y'all's defense showed so much grit. You know, as a defensive head coach myself, I love seeing those types of ball games, you know. So yeah, big win for you guys, and enjoy it.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Of course, best of luck this season.
Yep, take care.
You too. All right, Upper Iowa. Look, it was a game that told the story of football itself. It's a sport that has a lot of highs, has a lot of lows. And tonight, y'all had a really good high and it ended with a real bad low. My first question is, what was y'all's reaction as a staff when y'all threw that pick six to start off the half? And do you think that reaction stunted y'all from being able to recover in this game?
I don't know about CJ, but to me and Versa, it was like we're used to this. We're used to this kind of gameplay, so it didn't really surprise us too much. And obviously, being down in the fourth quarter, we just kind of was like, yeah, might as well just continue doing what we've been doing. If he throws a pick, he throws a pick.
Well, yeah, disappointing, very disappointing half there. But how do you guys plan on picking this up next week? Because you guys still are in this conversation for the playoffs. How you guys gonna come back from this?
Well, we always kind of have a rough start. We've had a rough start ever since season 2, and we've always turned it around. I'm not worried about it. Our gameplay is still getting better every week. The defense played definitely well against Northwest Missouri State. It was just the offense that allowed the points, I guess. But even then, it's not like they were necessarily bad decisions. There was one bad decision. The other one was just kind of up in the air. It was it's one of those things where it was a 50-50 ball, and we ended up losing it.
Yep. Well, that's all I got for you guys. Really wish you guys luck in the future. Every week, but the final week, of course, when you guys face Lake Erie. That's all. That's all we got.
Yeah, see you guys next week. Go Huskies for that, but best of luck besides that for the rest of the season, guys. Still, y'all got a lot to be proud of tonight. I mean, that was an amazing team y'all played, defending champs. Y'all showed a lot of good things tonight.
Yeah, we're not worried. We're not worried about it.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. Best of luck, guys.
Yep.
All right, John. Well, an exciting night of RFCL. First game might end up being the game of the year. This game, exciting first half, and then a show of dominance by Northwestern Missouri. Good way to recover after going 1-1 so far, and good way to show, hey, we're the defending champs, and we're gonna play like it.
Well, yeah, no. That was just a dominant defensive half, except they still seem to have some offensive woes, it looks like. They were chewing the clock there, but see, their offense didn't really put the points on the board. It just seemed to be how Northwest Missouri State wants to play. Anyways, wide receiver recruit Hypnos has just released his top 3 and says in 24 hours, a final and full commitment will be made for Hypnos Jesus Vento.
Go ahead and read that out. What's his top 3?
Well, number 3 is Space Force. Number 2, NWMO. Looks like they've dropped in. Number 1, obviously Lake Erie. I mean, what other school would you want to go to if you were a
All
recruit?
right,
I
coach.
mean, come on.
UCI.
All right, guys. Well, hey, anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone, tonight. Thanks to John for joining me on this second game. Thanks for Liam for everything on the first game. Thanks to Bucky, Monarch, and Gage for helping me getting everything set up streaming-wise tonight.